So I watched this one clip a few times. I came across it by accident, and I'm not gonna lie. This probably was some of the realest stuff I might have ever heard a woman say to other women. This chick herself, she was bad, she was beautiful, she was foreign. You hear me? But she was talking the realest stuff. And at first, I'm like, is she trolling? Am I tripping? But spun it back a few times, and she seemed to be coming from a genuine place. The thing that's crazy is, I know how it's gonna come off when I say this. I ain't trying to come off like no sexist. I'm not with the double standards and all of this stuff and all of that. But we're gonna keep it real. When I'm looking at her, I'm caught off guard because she looks like the type of female that she's actually referring to. And I understand how that sounds, but we ain't gonna act like it don't happen like that. It usually be them lookers. You know what I mean? All women are beautiful, but you understand what I'm saying. This lady was talking from the perspective of a mother who was raising a son, who was aware, very aware. None who better than a woman to know the ways of certain women, to know how certain women are coming, right? To know certain women's agendas. Who better to teach their son than a mother? I'm gonna put my son up on game, and I think to all these other mothers out here, y'all should just be mindful. Just take precaution in the way you treat other men if you're raising a son yourself, because you never know how many shape and forms that can come back. You understand? It only took this lady a few seconds to break it down and get a point across. The message was for any woman that's out here dating that has a son or sons. She pretty much saying, if you out here moving wicked towards any man, you know, if you out here, you come across like that type, probably don't really even have a piece of genuine intention in mind when they're dealing with any of these niggas. Watch the games you play with men, especially if you are raising your own son or sons to one day be a man or man. She was talking, bro. She was talking.
Just being honest, ladies, the way y'all treat some of these men out here, I know you wouldn't dare want a female treating your son like this. Okay? You wouldn't dare want your son to be out here looking and acting like no trick. So it just baffles me how y'all come with this energy. I don't know if y'all too consumed in social media and the facade that's all on the internet, but that man is not obligated to do shit for you unless you're his girl or his wife. He's just not. The entitlement is crazy.
Listen to her. Now, to be fair about it, that can go for men raising daughters too, right? We ain't gonna leave that one out because it does work both ways. You know, I think that can go for fathers who are raising daughters and mothers who are raising sons. To the ones that's out here, just you know what you're doing. You know how y'all know what y'all doing out here. Just be mindful. You understand? Nobody can tell nobody how to do their business, anything like that. But if you know that you're moving a certain way with men and women, right? And you're getting ready, you're raising your own kids to send them out to the world where they're right around the corner from dating or doing it right now. How would you feel if your daughter or if your son was in that position to where they were being treated the way you treat other men and women? It's something to think about. It's really something to think about. That's the type of thing that make a motherfucker stop and really think about some shit. Like, to all the, to all the quote unquote players, man. Y'all know how y'all feel if your daughter ran into a nigga who was playing on her the same way you don't for playing on some of these females. You know you feel away. And to some of the women that's, you know, sucking these Negroes dry, whether it's emotionally, financially, A, B, C, and D, you know damn well, good and damn well, how you feel if a woman was doing your son, doing your kid, your seed, the way that you be doing some of these niggas. It hit different, don't it? It hits different. Like, how could you not look at it from a different point of view in that regard? And I understand there's probably some women who really don't believe that grown men can even be in that position. Not as common as women anyway. Or do they even have sympathy for it? But it's like this. I know y'all love y'all sons, right? So just imagine one day and really give it a thought that possibly one day everything you ever did to and towards a man spins the block full fold on your kid 20 times over. It's something to think about. It's almost similar to like a generational curses or shit. It could happen, and it does happen. It happens more than people probably even talk about. You know, makes sense to me. Like, how ironic is that, though? You never know, ladies. You better be mindful, man. I'm telling you. Ask yourself, how would y'all feel if a woman just like yourself comes into contact with your son with the same intentions for him that you used to walk around with for the men you was trying it with? Don't let that go over, man. Don't let that go over your head. I'm just saying. But y'all let me know, comments, thoughts, opinions, and all that.